This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Introduction. The supreme desire of every parent to take their children to school is for them to get the best education and excel at their studies. Despite this fact, there comes a point in time when the student needs to supplement the income from their parents, or rather source funds, to even cater for their education. As a result, most students end up engaging in part-time jobs. It can be due to the necessity or desire to have some extra money to spend. The decision to engage in part-time jobs is entirely the student's choice. Some get support from their parents, tutors, and friends, while others don't. But should students have part-time jobs? This essay tries to answer this question. Before any decision to engage in part-time jobs is reached, three things have to be critically considered. These are the students themselves, their financial situation, and, finally, the type of work. The listed factors will allow a person to make decisions that they will not live to regret. Therefore, this part-time job essay is an in-depth analysis of the advantages of students having jobs and a little discussion on the disadvantages. Advantages of part-time jobs for students. Part-time jobs are of great essentiality since students are able to earn while at the same time studying. Most part-time jobs require that one works for about 3 to 4 hours a day, something that is manageable by almost every student given the fact that lessons don't take the entire day. Some of the benefits associated with part-time jobs for students include the following. Relief of financial burden. Students who engage in part-time jobs get paid for the services offered, hence the earnings obtained can be used to partly relieve the student's financial burden they could have. This is because the cost of education has in the recent past skyrocketed, making students from poor families not able to afford, yet the banking systems have also failed to loan such students. Therefore, engaging in part-time jobs makes such students meet their education expenses. In addition to this, part-time jobs make students pocket money that they can spend on their own without nagging their parents with money. Promotion of education. Students who undertake part-time jobs are able to upgrade their studies, making them understand whatever they learn in school even better. For instance, an accounting student who gets a part-time job in an accounting firm will be able to experience the theory learned in school practically, hence having a better understanding of the course. The same applies to medicine, engineering, law, and biology students, among others. Accumulation of work experience. Engaging in part-time jobs enables the students to gain experience in their field of work, hence boosting their resumes. This is important when it comes to job hunting after completion of studies. Research has shown that students that have undertaken part-time jobs and gained relevant experience have an upper hand when it comes to getting jobs, unlike those that are just fresh from school. On the other hand, working part-time for recognized organizations increases one's chances of landing in a better job. Time management skills. Having a part-time job helps students to acquire time management skills in the sense that they treasure every time they get and use it efficiently. This happens because their study time is now preoccupied with the job, thus having to restructure their schedule to fit in the study time, work time, leisure time, etc. Learn the value of money. Most parents have complained that their children who are students do not know the value of money until they get jobs. Therefore, students who take part in part-time jobs while in school are in a position to understand the value of money, thus using it well in the future. For instance, they are now able to refrain from impulse buying and resort to smart shopping, hence making their money to last longer than before. This as a result makes them responsible adults even in the future. Other benefits associated with part-time jobs are that the students get new ideas while in the workplace. This happens mostly for challenging courses that need great minds, such as web design, whereby the students learn new technologies as soon as they are generated. Last but not least is the improvement in communication skills, since the student interacts with different people at the workplace. Disadvantages of part-time jobs for students. As mentioned above, the decision to engage in part-time jobs is wholly dependent on the student. This is because there are disadvantages that come in handy with a student engaging in part-time jobs. Among them is the effect it has on students' performance given the less time allocated for study. Other students may be overwhelmed by the greed for money, end up foregoing their studies to indulge in full-time jobs, hence affecting their education. Conclusion. In a nutshell, it can be concluded that the pros of part-time jobs for students outweigh the cons. From the discussion above, the benefits that a student gets on deciding to engage in part-time jobs are endless. The good thing is that the disadvantages attached to part-time jobs for students are manageable depending on the mind and focus of the students in their education and life. If you want to find more works like this argumentative essay on should students have part-time jobs, head over to ivypanda.com. It has a collection of samples with thousands of submissions covering virtually all academic subjects.